Hey everybody, it's your hospitality friend Glenn, and yes, I'm still at the hospitality show, hanging out with my friend Sarah Dinger, EVP of Franchise Operations over at My Place Hotels. But first, I want to thank the great people over at Entegra, unmatched purchasing, unlimited performance. Check them out at integraps.com, integraps.com. Sarah, there's a lot of churn in our industry right now, right? You think you got an employee, then all of a sudden they're gone. How are you thinking about getting them on board, getting into the spirit of being on the My Place team, and then holding on to them?
Yeah, well, great question. I think it's really about empowering those employees to own their position, to be a part of the team. I think the culture of My Place is so special in that, it's instilled in me in day one. It's all about the people, whether that's our franchisees, that's our operations teams, or that's our team members that are supporting them. It's let's create those relationships. Let's establish those relationships. Let's work together to achieve our goals. And that's how we're doing it.
So you say that, but how do you actually do it? Because I hear a lot of people say that they empower their employees this, they do that, but what are your keys to success with what you actually implement and do?
Sure. Well, I think it all starts with why. Why do we do what we do? We do what we do is because we want to establish meaningful relationships with our guests. We want them to have the best experience at our hotels, and we want our franchisees and our operations teams to be successful. So how are we going to do that? I rely on every single one of my team members. And so if they can see the why behind what we're doing and we can work towards that same goal, that's how we do it.
I think that's a really, really great point. So I remember growing up, the parents I'd say why and they go because. And that doesn't get you on team mom and dad, right? So if you explain the why, then they buy in more and they become more emotionally connected and engaged with their jobs.
Yeah, absolutely. And they help develop that why too.
Yeah.
They might enhance that why. They might show us, or they might take ownership or pride and create more of the why. So
yeah, that's right. So being that we're sponsored by Entegra on this one, how are you thinking about purchasing and stuff like that and trying to yield savings through supply chain issues and stuff?
Well, that's, I think you really have to rely heavily on your partners. You've got to rely heavily on your operations teams to develop those, relationships, to create that meaningful way in which you can really start to take advantage of some of the opportunities that are.
And I tell you, being fortunate enough to join you this past month at your annual conference, it was amazing to see how much bigger the organization is becoming, and that's got to be able to help you when you're doing negotiations as you continue to grow and expand your footprint.
Right. I mean, when we started this 12 years ago, we had one location. It was, And as now we look to embark on our 100th and 115, right. Those numbers continue to grow and our relationships become stronger.
I'll tell you, the craziest thing about your company is someone joins and they barely ever leave. I don't know anyone, from your C-suite office, you're all the same.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And I love that consistency about you, and it flows through in the consistency of product and everything in your company.
Yes, absolutely.
Congratulations on everything.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Hey, thanks for watching this video, everybody. That's Sarah. I'm Glenn. You are you. Make sure you like and subscribe to us. Text the word hotel to 66866. Thanks. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.